Hey there YouTube, this is Punkrock Matt with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Zero from Apocalypse Zero. This is the Kakugo Zero Final Phase version. I'm sure I probably didn't say that right. So this guy is the second of three Figuarts Apocalypse Zero figures. He's the main character. He's from a manga that came out in the 90s by Takayuki Yamaguchi. The manga was called Kakugo no Susume, or Onward Kakugo, but here in the States it's called Apocalypse Zero. There's also a two-part anime. It's kind of like equal parts Kamen Rider, Fist of the North Star, and nasty as hell. Really gross stuff, but it's very entertaining. So, I do like this figure quite a bit. He's the only one I have at the moment from that series. One of the first things I'm going to do here is a little size comparison, because that is always my favorite part of any review. So first we'll show him next to the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Ghost. They are about the same size, which you would expect, but that doesn't always happen with SH Figuarts, especially if you've ever gotten the Kamen Rider Wizard figures. They're tiny. Here he is next to my custom Figma Weiss Blood Raven. He's a little shorter. Let me see. Put him next to there. Yeah, a little tiny bit shorter. And then we will do the Black Series Kylo Ren. And Kylo's a decent amount taller, really. Head's a lot bigger, that's for sure. Okay, this figure is pretty similar to the first one that came out, which is also of Zero. The midsection is different, though. The midsection is black on the original figure, and the neck is the white part with like a scarf. This one has a lot more options, though, and that's usually a good thing. Okay, next we're going to take a look at his articulation. He does have a double ball-jointed head. There's a lot of good movement there. You can look all the way down. You can look that far up. He does fight some giant enemies, so that's a good thing. Quick little thing I'll show you. He does have some Figuarts style sort of compound eyes. I like those a lot. He's got a wide range of motion in the shoulder and a bicep cut. This swivels upward. Got a double jointed elbow. He can flex that up pretty good inward. If you move the shoulder pad, he can go almost all the way there. Standard peg and ball joint wrist. He does have articulation here at the upper abdomen, but it doesn't work that well. I think it's because this middle piece here switches out. These hips are a little strange too. They can... yeah, this guy's bad for pieces falling off. I was about to mention that, but it beat me to it. These hip pieces, as well as the thigh guards, knees, the shin, these all come off, as well as this piece on the forearm. I glued some of these down, but not all of them. If you're going to do that, which I think actually is a good idea, be careful, because you don't want to mess up your figure, and if it smears, I mean, that's going to leave a bad residue. Anyway, he does have a ball joint in there, but then these upper pieces swivel, and they're kind of hard to move. The knees are double jointed. Don't know how well you can see that. There's an ankle rocker there a little bit. It actually moves up here, up there on a ball joint, and then can go back and forth. There's a little toe joint there. And that is pretty much it for articulation. See that right there? I can feel that piece sliding off. This figure does have some problems. He's very bottom heavy, and that can make posing an issue, even with a stand. If you want him in a flight or jumping position, it can really weigh the stand down, and sometimes these pieces do fall off. However, he's one of the only figures of this character. There's a vinyl model, I believe, that doesn't move at all. There's a 2-pack of him and Raiden from Super Imaginative Chogokin, which is pretty nice, but it's pricey, and it's bigger than a lot of the figures I collect. I typically try to do 6-inch stuff. And there's another one of him, which is harder to get than this guy, and comes with less options, and then there's him. So, this is the one to go for, I believe. Alright, let's take a look at some of his accessories. Here's the shell he comes in, and as you can see already, there's a lot of stuff in there. Pop this open here. Use a little care so everything doesn't go flying. The best thing I think he comes with is this unarmored head of Kakugo Hagakure. He does come with glasses. You can see those there. They are really hard to put on though, and don't really like to stay on. Yeah, see. I don't know if there's some trick I'm missing with this, but these don't stay on that well. Well, right now they are, but still, I'd be very worried that this guy would fall over and these things would just get lost in the carpet. So I do not put those on there very often. He has the aforementioned changeable midsection piece. I don't like this one as much, so I just don't use it. He's got a alternate forearm where his hand's been cut off. I'm pretty sure I remember this part in the manga, but it has been several years since I read it, so I can't say a whole lot about that. I don't exactly remember how I lost it. Probably in a fight against his brother Harara. Comes with these two alternate forearms. They're like translucent glowing orange for one of his zero defense form techniques. He also has 2 sets of translucent orange choppy hands and 2 sets of translucent orange, get out of there, fists. Don't really use those that much, I just think they're alright. And then on the figure I have a fist and 1 open hand, and he's got complimentary pieces of those. Oh yeah, and there's also these splayed open, like for his sleeping gas or poison. He like shoots them out of his fingertips. Kind of neat. And so to close out the review here, I will show you what it looks like with his alternate head. Pops off like so. Creaking plastic noises. Okay. Have him cradle the helmet. And there we are. Looks pretty darn good, I think. So, I got this guy about a year ago for, I believe, about $40, maybe $50 on eBay. I had planned to get his brother Harara in the Susume armor, but I haven't done that yet. When I do, I'll put a review up. I decided to do a review of this guy because I had not seen a review of him on YouTube yet. So if you're thinking about getting him, hopefully I helped you decide on that. Though he does have some issues, I think he's a pretty good buy. I really think he's dead on to how he looks in the anime and manga, and he does move a lot. He comes with a lot of parts. He's not outrageously expensive. So, I hope I helped you make up your mind. This is only my second action figure review, so if it's not that great, I am sorry, but I'm trying to get better. And the only way to do that is practice. So, if you liked it, give me a like. If you feel like commenting, please do that. And until next time, take it easy, YouTube.